Art Russ Jr. on Mel Allen's Postgame show, brought to you courtesy of the Long Island's one-stop men's shopping center, the Cricket Shop, at 112 Spruce Street in Cedarhurst. They offer you clothes for the way you live today. What can I tell you? Final score, the Reds 7, the Yankees 2. You know what I was thinking about? I said if the Yankees won tonight, I was going to reminisce about 1937. One of the great Newark Bear Ball Club in the International League. I mean, one hell of a club. They had George McQuinn on first. They had Joe Flash Gordon on second. They had Nolan Richardson at shortstop. They had Babe Dahlgren at third. They had King Kong Keller, Bob Suitcase Seeds, and Frankie Kelleher in the outfield. They had Willard Hirschberger behind the plate. They had Marius Russo on the mound, Steve Sunder, Ernie Tiny Bonham. And in the Little World Series, it's AAA, Little World Series in 1937, the Newark Bears were playing the Columbus Redbirds of the American Association, and the Redbirds won the first 3 games, and the Bears came back to win 4 in a row. And that's what I was going to say tonight. Fans, the Yankees won 1 game, they're going to come back and win 3 more, but I can't say it. So maybe next year I can say the same thing. Well, anyway, in the Cincinnati first, Pete Rose led off with a grounds rule double to left. Then Griffey and Rose were doubled up in a rundown, 6-5 to 3-4. Was no runs, 1 hit. In the Yankee first, Rivers popped up to shortstop Concepcion. White grounded out the second sack of Joe Morgan to Tony Perez. Munson singled to right field. Then Chris Shambles, he doubled to left center between Foster and Geronimo, scoring Munson. May grounded out to shortstop for Dave Concepcion to Tony Perez as 1 run and 2 hits. In the Cincinnati second, Tony Perez grounded to Shambles, unassisted. Dreesen flied out to Roy White in the left. Forster got a base on balls, and Forster out-stealing Munson to Randolph. No runs, no hits. In the Yankee second, Greg Nettles out Nolan to Perez. Gamble popped out to Pete Rose at third, and Randolph flied out to Geronimo in center field. No runs, no hits. In the Cincinnati third, Bench popped out the second sack of Willie Randolph. Geronimo singled to left center. Geronimo stole second. Concepcion walked, and Rose hit into a force, 3-6. Shambles to Stanley. Geronimo moving to third. Griffey grounded to Griffey's ground ball hit Figueroa's glove to Randolph to Shambles. Figueroa getting an assist on that one. No runs, 1 hit. In the Yankee 3, Stanley got a base on balls. Rivers flied out to Foster in left field. White flied out to Griffey in right. Then Munson singled to right. Stanley stopping at second. Morgan kicked a Chris Shambles ground ball at second for an error. Loading the bags, May flied out to Foster in left. No runs, 1 hit. In the Cincinnati fourth, Morgan led off the fourth with a walk. Perez lined out to Rivers in center field. Morgan then stole second. Dreesen fouled out to Munson. Foster singled to left, scoring Morgan. Bench hit a round tripper off the left field foul screen. Geronimo grounded out to Stanley, to Shambles. 3 runs and 2 hits. In the Yankee fourth, now it's 3-1 Cincinnati. In the Yankee fourth, Nettles singled to right. Gamble got on first in an error by Concepcion, who couldn't hold Perez's throw at second on an attempt at twin killing. Nettles got caught off. Concepcion to Rose. It's a 1-on, 1-out. Then Randolph struck out. Stanley flat out to Griffey. In right field, no runs, 1 hit. In the Cincinnati fifth, Concepcion grounded out to Nettles to Shambles. Rose flied out to White in left. Griffey popped out to Nettles. No runs, 1 hit. In the Yankee 5, Mickey Rivers, he hit a single to center field. White flied out to Foster in left. Rivers stole second. Munson singled over second base. Rivers scoring from second. It's now 3-2 Cincinnati. Shambles flied out to Foster in left, and May grounded out to Morgan to Perez. 1 run, 2 hits. Now at the Cincinnati 6, they're leading 3-2. Morgan singled to left field. Perez grounded out to Nettles to Shambles. Dreesen popped out to Randolph at second. Then Foster struck out swinging. No runs, 1 hit. In the Yankee 6, Nettles, he singled on a bounder over Morgan's head at second. Gamble popped out to Morgan at second. Then Randolph, he lined out to Geronimo in center field. Elrod Hendricks, who pinch hit for Stanley, fouled out to Tony Perez. No runs, 1 hit. In the Cincinnati 7th, Jim Mason went in to play shortstop for the Yankees, replacing Stanley. Bench skied out to Gamble in right. Geronimo was called out on strikes. Concepcion singled to center. Pete Rose, Concepcion was thrown out stealing Munson to Mason to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 3-2 Cincinnati still. In the Yankee 7th, Rivers flied out to Forster, and Roy White flied out to Geronimo in center field. Munsell hit a bingle up to center. Anderson brought in lefty Will McEnany, replacing Gary Nolan, to pitch to Chambliss, and Chambliss grounded out to Morgan to Perez. In the Cincinnati 8th, Rose flied out to Rivers in center field, Griffey out to Munson to Chambliss, and Morgan flied out to Rivers in center field. No runs, no hits. In the Yankee 8th, Lou Piniella, pinch hitting for Carlos May, flied out to left field. Nettles got a base on balls, and Gamble flied out to Forster in left, and Randolph forced Nettles at second. No runs, no hits. In the Cincinnati 9th, Perez got a base on balls. Dreesen, Figueroa wild pitch to Perez down to second. At this point, first base umpire Bruce Fromming threw Billy Martin out of the game. Yogi Berra took his place. I don't know what Martin said to him. When Dreesen got a base on balls, Figueroa replaced by Dick Tidrow. Forster flied out to Rivers in center. Then Tony Perez moving to third. Bench hit a home run, scoring Perez and Dreesen ahead of him. Reds lead now 6-2. Geronimo hit a ground rules double into the right field seats. Concepcion hit a grounds rule double to left, scoring Geronimo, making it 7-2 the Reds. Sparky Lyle came in. Then Pete Rose ground out to second to first. Concepcion moving to third. Griffey bounced out to Chambliss unassisted. 4 runs, 3 hits. Reds now leading 7-2. In the Yankee 9th, Otto Velez in for Jim Mason. He struck out swinging. Rivers lined out to Pete Rose at third. Roy White flied out to Forster in left field. Final score, the Reds 7, the Yankees 2. Nolan the winner, Ed Figueroa the loser. The phone number here is 489-1155. You want to talk about the series, give me a call, because I'm feeling mighty low tonight. You know, the last sweep in the World Series competition took place in 1966 when the Baltimore took 4 straight from L.A. I remember the first game, I think Drabowski beat, was Don Drysdale. In the second game, Palmer beat Sandy Koufax. Then it was Wally Bunker over Claude Osteen, and Dave McNally bested Don Drysdale. And the Giants of 21 and 22, they beat the Yankees in back-to-back World Series. You know, you want clothes for the way you live today? Well, that's what you'll find at Long Island's 5 towns' most complete men's and boys shops. The Cricket Shop at 112 Spruce Street in fashionable Cedarhurst. The Cricket Shop has 3 levels of all the top names in fashion, including Hickey Freeman, Hamilton Park, Dax, and Stanley Blacker. Right now, in honor of the New York Yankees' first pennant victory in 12 years, Dick Kahn at the Cricket Shop, a loyal Yankee fan, is celebrating with a fabulous World Series sale. This week only, during the World Series, pile-lined wool coats in single and double-breasted, some with wool and fur collars regularly priced up to $100, will be discounted 20%. 20%. And fabulous Malcolm Kenneth single-breasted trench-style raincoats, originally $110, are World Series priced at only $85. These are sensational buys. Everything from suits, jackets, shirts, outerwear, and all accessories are awaiting for you at the Cricket Shop in Cedarhurst at 112 Spruce Street. And for information, call area code 516, that's 569-1234. Go on down and take advantage of these and other World Series specials awaiting you, and tell them that Mel Allen and Art Russ Jr. sent you. They're open till 9:30 on Wednesday and Friday, and parking is available. You know, on my way to the studios tonight, I ran into some people, and they said, Art, I just noticed that Sparky Anderson was comparing his ball club with the Dodgers of the 50s and et cetera, et cetera. He said, how do you compare this Cincinnati team with the 1939 championship Reds? So I said, let me see now, and I think I'll talk about it right now. The 39 Reds had a guy named Frank McCormick in first base. Hell of a defensive ball player, heck of a stick. I would take him over Tony Perez at first base. The second baseman on the 39 Reds was Linus Lonnie Fry, who came to the Reds from the Brooklyn Dodgers. And he goes against Joe Morgan. Well, Morgan's got him beat. There's no contest there whatsoever. The 39 Reds had Billy Myers, fine defensive guy, but I'll have to take Dave Concepcion over him. At third, well, Billy Werber played third for those 39 Reds. I'll take Pete Rose, although Werber was a fine defensive ball player. In the outfield, it was Wally Berger and George Forster. Berger in 1939, Forster now. That's a toss-up. In center field, Harry Kraft, the 1939 Red defensive ball player, had no peer as a glove man, but Geronimo is a great defensive and offensive player, so the edge goes to the center fielder. In right field, it's Ivor Goodman, Ivell to terrible Goodman, 1939 against Ken Griffey. We'll take Goodman here. And behind the plate, Ernie Lombardi, the Beezer, and Johnny Bench. Well, I like that Lombardi, and I like that Bench, so I'll say that's a toss-up. Now, pitching, here's where it gets tricky. The 39 Reds had a guy named Bucky Wallace. He won 27. Paul Derringer won 25. They had Whitey Moore with 13 and Junior Thompson with 13. And this Red Ball Club had 7 10-plus pitchers, winning pitchers. So you pay your money, you take a choice. Let's try a phone call. Hello, Art Rust here. Hello? Hello? Hello, you're on the air. Hello? Hello? Having some technical problems here.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air. Go right ahead, sir.
Yes, I'd say that the Yankees lost it rather than Cincinnati won it.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the Yankees weren't playing as a team, leaving men on base, not getting the clutch hits.
Yeah, they just did not get off. And if you played ball, you know what I'm talking about. There are days when you just can't put it together. The Yankees never got it together in this series. I don't think it has anything to do with Cincinnati's superiority. The Yankees just did not play their game. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I'd say a couple of clutch hits, good fielding. I'd say Mickey Rivers, if he would have had a good series. You know, if he doesn't get on base, they don't score.
Well, listen, wait till next year, okay?
You never know.
Oh, thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, yeah, I'd like to speak about the World Series. First of all, I think that it's with the Yankee pitching that is overrated. Everybody talks about the Yankees having such a great pitcher. They don't know what great pitchers they have. They haven't got a single 20-game win on the whole Yankee staff. So it's the Yankee pitching that's overrated. But what I really want to talk about is this Billy Martin incident. And I think that this is, it's really ridiculous the way these managers use the kind of language they use. If Billy Martin used the kind of language on a public street or on a public bus, and he uses out there in that dugout and abused those umpires the way they did, the guy, he was being arrested. He wouldn't be thrown out of the game. And the same thing goes for, say, some of these hockey players and some of these football managers. Once a guy got too close to a football net and he heard what the football coach was actually saying to the players on his team. I think it was Buffalo. Good. Yeah. I heard what the guy was actually saying. I mean, that kind of language, it's really disgusting. There's no reason. Billy Martin isn't proven that. He isn't proven that he's macho or anything like that by using the kind of filthy language that he uses, you know what I mean, referring to people's ancestry, to their parents, their ethnic background, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean, calling them faggots and all that. Who needs that kind of stuff?
I agree with you. Listen, thank you for calling.
Okay, right.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
I was going to ask you a question. I got a phone call this evening, and I had to cut it real short. I went back to the game. Yeah. And I saw Billy Martin getting booted out, and he came, charging out of the dugout. What happened?
I don't know. Umpire Bruce Fromming, National League umpire, threw him out. I don't know what Billy said to him, but he tossed him right out of there, and Yogi took his place.
Yeah, because he was snorting out like a bull. I couldn't imagine what was going on.
That was in the Cincinnati ninth inning, and I'm sure Martin said something. He didn't say he didn't wish Fromming well.
Well, I saw an interview. I think it was about 2 years with one of the umpires, and he said the umpire was saying that the umpires will take a lot of verbal abuse. They can understand it during the pressure. Mm-hmm. And this particular umpire, the name slips my memory. Mm-hmm. He was saying that the only time they'll throw a man out of the game is when they start making references to their mother, so to speak.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was it.
Well, this is the first time anybody was tossed out of a series since Earl Weaver in 1969, so that's a long time in between.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
Hey, thank you.
Hello, Art Russ Jr. You're on the air.
Oh, yeah, I just was listening to you a few moments ago, and you said you're down and everything because the Yankees lost. But, I've been a Yankee fan for many years now, and I think they really won. They won something that they haven't had in a couple of years. I really haven't been watching the Yankees over the past few years as far as actually watching games, and I think this year they've gotten a lot of their fans back. I think people really enjoy watching them now. They're an exciting team to watch, and they proved that they're a team again. I think next year they're going to have a really great season if the expansion doesn't hurt them too bad.
Right, I agree with that. Thank you for calling. Hello, Art Russ Jr. here.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
I want to know what all underrated the pitching staff is. I think they prove how good they are really in this series because their starters are really pretty good and people don't give them the publicity they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Nolan and Don Gullett, and their hitting really overshadows it.
You think the Reds are overrated? You say the Reds are overrated, huh?
What?
You say the Cincinnati Ball Club is overrated? Is that what you said?
No, I think the Red pitching staff is underrated.
Oh, underrated.
Yeah.
Well, you got 7 guys who won 10 games plus, so I don't really think that. I don't underrate their staff. I think they got a hell of a pitching staff.
Some people underrate them. They say.
Well, they must be doing something right. They keep winning.
They're hitting overshadows. They're hitting so good that their pitching don't get the publicity it really deserves.
Right. Listen, thank you for calling.
Okay. Goodbye.
Clothes for the way you live today. That's what you'll find at Long Island's 5 towns' most complete men's and boys' shops. The Cricket Shop at 112 Spruce Street in fashionable Cedarhurst. 3 levels of everything a man wants or needs, from shoes to headwear to tuxedo rentals, can be found at this incredible men's fashion center. Right now, in honor of the New York Yankees' first pennant win in 11 years, Dick Kahn at the Cricket Shop, a loyal Yankee fan, is celebrating with a fabulous World Series sale. This week only, boys' winter snorkel coats, sizes 8 to 20, regularly priced up to $30, are being discounted 20%, and fabulous Galatara 100% wool Irish knit sweaters and turtleneck, crewneck, and cardigans are being World Series discounted at 20%. Everything from suits, jackets, shirts, and all accessories are waiting for you at the Cricket Shop in Cedarhurst at 112 Spruce Street. For information, call area code 516, that's 569-1234. Stop in and take advantage of these and other World Series specials awaiting you. And tell them Mel Allen and Art Russ Jr. sent you. They're open until 9:30 Wednesday and Fridays, and parking is available. Hello, Art Russ Jr. here.
Yes, Art. I'd like to say that the Yankees are pretty bad. They've disgraced New York City.
What do you mean they disgraced New York City?
I mean...
You didn't say that a week ago, did you?
I remember the Yankees...
Did you say that a week ago when Chambliss hit one out?
I remember the Yankees...
I said, did you say that a week ago when Chambliss hit the round tripper?
Well, they had a tough fight with Kansas City, and they won the pennant.
Right.
But, I mean, the way they played in the series, it looked like they didn't even try.
Oh, they tried. They just didn't get off. That's all. They just couldn't put it together.
I don't know. I feel very bad about it.
I feel bad about it, too.
It's terrible. It's terrible. They've been swept. I mean, I can't believe it with the pitching staff they have and I mean, you know, with the players they have, it seems like they just laid down against the Reds.
No, they didn't lay down.
They have the great team that they're made out to be.
No, they just couldn't get off, baby. That's all. Thank you for calling. Hello, Art Russ Jr. here.
Hello, Art?
Yes.
2 nights ago, I heard Win Elliott say on the radio that nobody ever hit a fair ball at a Yankee Stadium. But I also heard that at one time, the late, great Josh Gibson, he hit one out. I was wondering, do you know anything about it?
I will tell you this, that I was at the Yankee Stadium in August of 1937.
Didn't he?
When Josh Gibson was playing for the Homestead Grays against the New York Black Yankees. And it was a big lefty with the Black Yankees by the name of Slim Jones. And I saw Gibson hit one right-handed. He was a right-handed batter. Sliced one over the facade in right field of the Yankee Stadium. This was not imagined. I saw it.
God bless you.
That's all I could tell you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for calling. Hello, Art Russ Jr.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air. Turn your radio down, please.
Yankees.
Will you turn your radio, the sound down, please?
Okay. Yeah. I want to say about the Yankees, they are very unlucky, and the first game they lost, I think it was just bad luck, and the second game it was just bad luck because it could go either side. No.
I agree with you. They didn't get the breaks. Thank you for calling. Hello, Art Russ Jr. here. You're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Russ. Won't anybody give Cincinnati credit for stopping the Yankee game? Won't anybody do that? I haven't heard it yet.
Well, no, I don't think that's what they're talking about. I think Cincinnati has a hell of a ball club, but what they're saying is the Yankees just never got off. And I'm not taking anything away from Cincinnati. I don't think anybody else is, but the Yankees did not play their game.
I haven't heard it once that they had their chance, they were in head, they had the bases loaded, 1 out, and they still couldn't score. What's the matter? Cincinnati didn't take that away from them? I mean, Yankee fans are Yankee fans, but geez, be realistic. This is ridiculous. That team is so much better than the Yankees, and they just proved it. Now Billy Martin's been saying, oh, wait, if. Well, if is over with. Series over with. 4 straight, that's it. They ain't better, and they'll never be better than that team.
Okay, okay.
They're good in the American League because there's no Cincinnati Reds in the American League. But they're not good for the Cincinnati. Nobody can beat Cincinnati.
What were you saying last week when the Yankees won the pennant?
What did I say last week?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if Kansas City had their best pitcher in there, they might have beat them. You see, their best pitcher was out. And their best hitter was out, Otis. So they had two guys out, and they almost beat the Yankees. So that proves that, to me, that the Yankees are just as good as Kansas City, just maybe a little bit better. Maybe. And I don't consider Kansas City that good anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Well, that's my opinion.
All right, thank you for calling, huh? Hello, Art Rust here.
One comment. I think the way the Yankees played in the series showed me what a job Martin did during the year. I don't think the Yanks are that good. They've got some major weaknesses, and to bring them home and win a pennant with them, I think was a great job by Martin.
Okay, that's your opinion, and thank you for calling. Hello, Art Rust Jr. here.
Yes, I predict that next year that they need a new outfield, not in the sense that they're not good, but the throwing arms. I think that's what lost the game. They played scared. They let them run all around the bases.
That's what you think, huh?
Well, I personally think that. I think they need a guy with a throwing arm. If they had a guy in the outfield to throw the ball to second base, I think it would have been a better game. Not that they got good ball players, but I think the aggressiveness wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
You know, clothes for the way you live today. That's what you'll find at Long Island's 5 towns' most complete men's and boys shop. The Cricket Shop at 112 Spruce Street in fashionable Cedarhurst. The Cricket Shop has 3 levels of all the top names in fashion, including Hickey Freeman, Hamilton Park, Dax, and Stanley Blacker. Right now, in honor of the New York Yankees' first pennant win in 12 years, Dick Kahn at the Cricket Shop, a loyal Yankee fan, is celebrating with a fabulous World Series sale. This week's only during the World Series, pile-line wool coats in single and double-breasted, some with wool, and fur collars regularly priced up to $100 will be discounted 20%, and fabulous Malcolm Kenneth single-breasted trench-style raincoats, originally $110, are World Series priced at only $85. These are sensational buys. Everything from suits, jackets, shirts, outerwear, and all accessories are awaiting for you at the Cricket Shop in Cedarhurst at 112 Spruce Street. And for information, call area code 516-569-1234. So go on down and take advantage of these and other World Series specials awaiting you, and tell them that Mel Allen and Art Rust Jr. sent you. They're open till 9:30 on Wednesday and Friday, and parking is available. Hello, Art Rust Jr. here. You're on the air. Hello.
We felt this all along that the American League, especially the Western Division, was a very weak division. And the only reason the Yankees were able to get away with their weak arms in the outfield and not show their deficiencies was because of weak teams. And I truthfully felt, and I said this to many people before the World Series, that the Yankees, if they fall behind Cincinnati, you will know that they cannot come from behind, because now they know they're playing a team that has good hitters from the top to the bottom, and the deficiencies will show up, and that's exactly what happened.
I want to ask you a question.
One more thing.
No, wait a minute. I want to ask you a question. How would you compare last year's Red Sox with this present Yankee ball club?
I would say last year's Red Sox were a better club. No doubt in my mind. Because no doubt in my mind that last year's Red Sox were a better ball club. Do you know why?
Why?
For the simple reason, the Red Sox have righty hitting power, where the Yankees do not have righty hitting power. So when they played in Fenway Park, they have power to match Cincinnati, because Cincinnati is a left-handed hitting club. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about. I disagree with you. What happened to the Red Sox?
I just want to say one more.
What happened to the Red Sox this year? What happened to them?
What happened?
Yeah.
You see what it is? Very rarely will a team ever win 2 times in a row unless they are a tremendous club. The first year you could do it. The proof of the pudding when you could do it 2 years in a row. But there is no outstanding team in the American League. I truthfully feel the Yankees are not going to win it next year either with this club. And the best thing that could happen to the Yankees is now they have to go for Reggie Jackson. And the best thing that happened to Reggie Jackson now, he's going to have the Yankees bid on him, he's going to have the Mets bid on him, he's going to have Philadelphia bid on him, and he's going to come out smelling like a rose after this World Series. Because now he's going to have 3 teams that have money that have to bid on him. You follow me?
All right, thank you for calling. Hello, Art Rust Jr. Go right ahead.
Not to blame anybody, but, you have to blame somebody when the Yanks lose. So I would like to say that I think Billy Martin
was at fault for sticking with Carlos May as the designated hitter through the whole thing. Playoffs and the series. You know, I don't know who he should have put in. But, you know, I think that man just made a fool of him.
Hindsight is 20/20 vision. Art Rush Jr. here. Hello.
Two things.
Yes.
In the summaries, in the newspapers in these games, will they tell how many Yankees were left on base in this series?
Oh, I don't know offhand how many were left on base there. I don't know.
All right, now, number two. Do you suspect now that they saw the way that Pete Rose played Mickey Rivers, that American League third basemen, who in many cases are far superior to Rose as a third baseman defensively, will now play Rivers that way?
Hello, Art Rush Jr. here.
Hello, Art.
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment about the Yankee Ball Club. I think the Yankee Ball Club is a listless ball club. I think if you compare man for man, outside of Munson, they don't even come near these guys. And the greatest deterrent to their success is that immature Billy Martin. I think he's caused
I have to go. Thank you for calling. This was Art Rush Jr. for Mel Allen on the Post-Game Show, brought to you courtesy of the Long Island's one-stop men's shopping center, the Cricket Shop at 112 Spruce Street in Cedarhurst. They offer you clothes for the way you live today. Thank you and good night.
Each day about 3 he comes out of his tree for the Bob Grant Radio Show. He's good as a rule at maintaining his cool for the first 5 minutes or so. But then he'll settle down into his natural mood, ranging all the way from nasty to unspeakably rude. Undiluted abuse reigns supreme and profuse on the Bob Grant Radio Show.
The preceding announcement was brought to you by the Committee to Impede Bob Grant.
Jim Catfish Hunter, Glenn Chico Resch. They're real people, and so are you, and you're all invited to call me, John Sterling, at 489-1155. Monday through Friday evenings from 7 to 10 and Saturday afternoons from 1 to 4. On WMCA, Real People Radio in New York.
In New York, WMCA.
WMCA Strauss Communications in New York. This is Mel Allen. On its 30th birthday, Emery Air Freight has this advice for you. Never trust an air freight company under 30.
WMCA, Strauss Communications in New York.
News of the hour on the hour from American Information Radio. This is Don Fisher, and at this hour, Chinese news media refer to the liquidation from the Communist Party of Mao Zedong's widow, Jiang Qing.